Getting away from the noise of normal life, this week we discover the outer region of Stockholm's archipelago. We have woken up in what can only be described as a Baltic Sea paradise. It was very nice.
Beautiful. As I was filming, we actually hit bottom. World experienced sailors, hey?
With just the birds to share these remote islands with, we truly discover the untouched Sweden. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it a lot.
I like it too.
Very nice. Good morning. We have woken up in what can only be described as a Baltic Sea paradise. There is not a lick of wind around. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. We got woken up to some birds this morning, which was quite nice, just tapping on the side of the boat. The sun never really set last night, so the sleep was quite nice. Monstrole sitting pretty here on this little dock. We haven't had to use the anchor yet, which is it's quite easy going, and yeah, life couldn't be much better right now. Let's go talk to Isabel, see how she is. My darling.
Hello. Just trying to pack the breakfast away a little bit.
How did you sleep?
I slept okay. I tried to make some curtains before we left. They worked maybe 50%. It's just beautiful waking up here and yeah, just getting out of the boat for a morning stretch, and yeah, I'm very happy. We did have to delay our morning swim because the batteries were not charged. So Kieran, as Kieran mentioned before, we did buy a solar panel and all that. So now the battery for the camera and the GoPro, and the drone are all charged. So now we can show you guys and film our morning swim.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So where's our swim spot? What have we chosen for today?
Well, you've chosen. Last night I chose just here, so we can just easy just go down and have a little dip. But Kieran wants to jump in. So there's just some cliffs off here that's really just goes straight down. Yeah, so we're gonna do some jumping off of those.
Let's do it. Sorry, we were just having a conversation about your brand new swimwear. I have never seen yellow on you, and I'm gonna say I'm quite enjoying it.
You like it?
I do.
It's very bright. I just thought that I don't know, in time maybe it would be less shiny, but it's nice. I like it too.
Very nice.
No people, no noise, not a hint of the civilized world. These outer islands gives new meaning to the words completely remote. The silence and tranquility allows us to unwind in ways that we haven't done for some time, and renew our energy for the huge mission that we have ahead of us. Just undocked from this beautiful little pier here, and we're gonna reverse out of here because it's very shallow around. I'm also gonna jump on the bow and see that we're not hitting anything. It's just been a beautiful spot here. Now we are, I don't know if we mentioned it, but there's no wind whatsoever. So we're just gonna motor around, just putter around these islands. There are quite a few just around here. And I mean, honestly, yes, it's great to have wind when we're sailing, but just when we're, on one of these islands, you really just want it to be like no wind and just peaceful and still. So yeah, very, very happy. I'm just having a little look here on the captain, see how he's doing. I'll show you the shallow spots here.
Look at how shallow that is. How did we get in here?
I don't know, talent and experience, I reckon.
Yeah, let's say that.
Yes. Bye!
Beautiful! No, that spot, like, I know it's our first spot we've come to while out here in this outer archipelago, but it was very nice.
Beautiful.
That's what happens when I get distracted.
Okay, I just jumped on the bow as we were filming. You can't really go further. You have to reverse now. As I was filming, we actually hit bottom. And now the engine stopped. It is very shallow here. We're going very slow, so we just nudged it. It's amazing that we even got in here yesterday. Kieran just took his eye off the steering for 1 second and we kind of bumped the bottom. Do you remember there's a very shallow spot right there, Kieran? Yeah, I jumped on the bow just, I don't know, to even out the boat weight a bit. Worked fine. We just bumped it a little bit. World experienced sailors, hey?
Whoops!
Whoopsie daisies!
Whoopsie daisy! While discovering these lovely waterways, we are also on the hunt to find an anchorage. This anchorage needs to have deep water right up until the rocks of an island. Searching for this perfect anchorage meant weaving in and out of bays to scout possible locations. Finding one of these would allow us to tie a bow line to shore and give us access to the island without having to get in the water.
Alright, so we found this beautiful island here. Well, all the islands are beautiful. And it's actually pretty deep. Like I can't tell you exactly how deep it is. It's pretty much like 2 meters so it just drops off in the water, which is great. But now we're just gonna put around this island, see if there's a better one. And yeah, we're just gonna drop the anchor. We did do that the first time we went out, just the day trip that we did, and it was a little bit. I don't know, I'm always stressed about it. Ever since I was a kid, I was just a bit anxious about it because it's, you can hit, and I don't like that at all. Just the idea of it makes me a bit anxious, which is quite interesting, but that's just the way it is. We're gonna take it slow and talk to each other nicely, and we're gonna make it just fine. So I just dropped the anchor now, and we set it, and now I'm gonna grab the bow line and jump to shore. A little bit more.
Woo! Look at this! Oh, I don't know about this side.
So I'm gonna try to put it here so I can I'm gonna hold this.
So it took a little bit, but we have managed to pull out these little, I don't know what you'd call them, but you basically hammer them into rocks and then you tie up your rope to these cleats, I guess. Rock cleats. Kieran's new word for whatever this is, I'm going to show you right now. This one is separate to this one. It's a bit of a mess, but we've hammered two in just in case. We've got our rope here, which is running over this rock is not great. And then it goes to our bow. So we are sitting quite pretty here in our second anchorage. We're only about a mile, maybe a bit less, from our first anchorage, but there's zero wind today. So we just thought we might change up the spots. We've got a new island. We're going to discover this one and see how it is. Isabel's just about to get lunch underway. And here's some drone shots. Holy cow.
No, no cow.
Holy prawns.
How about it?
We may have had like a little chill out session through the middle of the day. We can do that because what else do you do? You just chill out in paradise. We are now going to go quickly explore this little gem. We don't know the name. What's the name, baby?
I didn't see the name. I haven't actually looked at the name.
We're going to look at the name.
We'll get back to you on that.
We'll get back to you on the name. You'll see the name written just down up around somewhere. You're a beautiful bird, darling.
This little place is pretty much why I chose this anchorage, or why I wanted to go here, because of this little stretch here. Yeah, it's doing this.
So taking Monstrole out, which is our little boat, it's pretty cool, you know. Picking like a deep anchorage just over here and throwing out a stern anchor, tying a bow line to the rocks. It's a new experience for me, like sailing wise, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it a lot. We were selecting the anchorages and we had a few different choices. And we ended up wanting to have our own little island, our own space. There was another sailboat on the island next door. So we're like, you know what, let's not go on that island, let's go on ours, you know, let's have our own space. And it feels like we're in the middle of the Pacific, you know, where we've got our own land, we've found this island. It's exciting, it's exciting. Sorry, what was that?
I said we didn't do our Sevu Sevu.
What's Sevu Sevu for people who don't know?
When we were in Fiji, when we rocked up to a new anchorage, a new island, there's a village that kind of has that island and that water, and then we do a Sevu Sevu and asking permission to be there. Perform a little ceremony. Yes, but that was a joke because you don't need to do that here. I will add that in Sweden we have this thing called allemansrätt. Ding! And it basically allows anyone to rock up to an area which is just free for everyone to use. If it's a national park, then obviously you can't put a fire on or anything like that. But you are allowed to, rock up with your boat and spend a night or two or a week. It's completely free.
Could you translate that to English?
The old man's right.
Old man's right.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's a bit strange, but yeah, it's called old man's right.
That makes sense.
It's a law here in Sweden. It's pretty good. So, yeah.
out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Loving life.
Ooh. I thoroughly enjoyed that little. Oh, watch your step there, it's steep. I enjoyed that little walk around our little island. We saw 2 snakes. We didn't film that, but we saw 2 snakes.
Yep.
Now we're not in Australia, but still, I wouldn't, pick up and hug them.
You wouldn't?
No.
You'd do that in Australia?
No.
Oh, okay. Where would you do that?
This is what I have to live with.
So lucky.
I found a ball, and I thought it shouldn't be on land. We should take it. I don't know.
We should
Maybe
give the ball some more life.
Yeah, and it's also plastic. I don't want it to have, be just tossed aside on an island like this. What do you reckon? Din-dins?
Din-dins. I'm hungry.